I get a lot of emails, I answer emails from people all day, every day, and there are a couple of things that push my buttons and piss me off. One of which is when people send me kind of like, I don't know if you noticed this about the lyrics, but it's like this. It's like, you think I haven't fucking thought about them every waking fucking hour of every day for a year before I even went near a fucking piece of paper. Yes, I've noticed that there's a double negative in Glory Hallelujah. I'm not a fucking idiot. It's there on purpose, okay? With that in mind, in that last song I just played, there's a line about an island is my home. Now the first thing is, when you tour America with bands like Flogging Molly and Dropkicks, everybody thinks you're saying Ireland is my home, and they come up and ask you what county you're from, as if they're really from there. Incidentally, I've got a real Irishman standing behind me to back me up. Anyway, but the other thing is, I spent a long time agonising over that lyric because obviously I'm aware that England isn't an island, right? Are there people from Scotland and Wales here this evening? Alright, I'm not an idiot, I'm aware. And I agonise over it because I don't want to be rude about my Scottish and Irish friends, but it was a nice poetic line and it bothered me for ages. In the end I went with it, a bunch of people sent me emails going, I don't know if you're aware. Yes, I've looked at the map, I've fucking toured this whole country. Anyway, so I'm getting my rant on now. But you know, it's a valid point, and I thought that I would correct it with another song. Albion is the word that the Romans used, or it's a corruption of the word that the Romans used, to refer to the entire British Isles. So if this song's called the Sweet Albion Blues, it's about everyone. So here we go, this song's called the Sweet Albion Blues. I went down to Newcastle town from the southern town, so that I love the most. We stretched our toes for a couple of nights, going crazy in Glasgow, and I think we all know how that goes. I needed some peace, some weather stand still, from Cotswold Hills down to Portland Bell. To charge up my batteries for the next weekend, where I'll be cruising through Cardiff and ending up in South End. Don't go stopping and putting down roots, so your shoes won't fit into your travelling boots. It's a true story. I met a guy from Cornwall who never left the county, and he told me about the big smoke, and I don't think he believed me. I told him I'd seen along the south coast and cut across the ashes to his anger, and then I think that he knew what I meant. A man is what it's like when his bodily science all creation is here. From high to the highlands, the black country, which is my basis, relations, and the road up to Hull is made with wicked intentions. Don't go stopping and putting down roots, or your shoes won't fit into your travelling boots. This bit's hard. The suburbs lead up to the city, that's where you find me. All across these hills and valleys, from the A roads to the seas. The suburbs lead up to the city, that's where you find me. Going down in Manchester, wind down to Winchester, roaming the whole valleys where the valleys are free. Encircling London like dirt around the storm drain, and summoning home, and it's the heart of the beast.